As previously reported by NBC, Prime Minister Honorable Philip J. Pierre announced on Wednesday, December 18th, that public sector workers will receive a 13% wage increase starting next year, along with a one-time $500 bonus in time for Christmas. Following this announcement, the Police Welfare Association held a meeting to inform and update its members on the positions of both the PWA and the government negotiating team. PWA President Cameron Law stated that members decided to return to the negotiating table with the government team to propose reopening discussions regarding the triennium. Law clarified that there was no agreement between the PWA and the government team to negotiate over a 6-year period.
Our proposal, when we submitted it, was for one triennium. Throughout our negotiations, it was clear that we were negotiating for one triennium. To the end of our negotiations, when we proposed salaries, we were then informed that the GNT was looking at a 6-year period. At that point, we indicated, no, we cannot negotiate a 6-year period because we had not indicated or agreed that we were negotiating a 6-year period. If that were the case, our fringe benefits would have been different. We would have negotiated fringe for a 6-year period.
Law further explained that the situation is complicated by the government's indication that fringe benefits would not be negotiated if discussions were to cover a 6-year plan.
We're being told that we cannot negotiate fringe benefits if we are to look at a 6-year period. That is unfair to the police. It is unfair to us. And we're asking that if we are to consider anything for a 6-year period, we must include fringe benefits.
Approximately 300 members attended the meeting held on the evening of Wednesday, December 18th, with some expressing disagreement regarding the discussions. A petition has since been circulating online, with one officer alleging that 150 members whose status as police officers was unclear voted against the wage increase. The officer argued that these individuals could not accurately represent the views of approximately 1,300 police officers. In response, the president of the PWA assured members that the platform used was secure and that individuals without valid police IDs were excluded.
We had a secure platform provided and monitored by the Caribbean Federation of Police Welfare Associations. It is recorded. Everybody had to sign in on their name, police and police ID. Anybody who was not recognized as a police officer would have been kicked off. He was not present. He should have made himself present at that meeting to air his views and share his opinion. Right? So I'm not aware of a petition, and I'm not even going to comment.
The 13% wage increase follows the conclusion of negotiations with public sector unions and will be applied retroactively from 2022 to 2028. Allegations have surfaced that the PWA in 2019 signed collective agreements for 2 periods under the previous United Workers' Party administration, agreeing to a 3% salary increase and a $1,000 bonus, while the Trade Union Federation was still negotiating. During Wednesday's meeting, it was alleged that the president of the PWA convinced members that the current 13% salary increase, along with tax-free back pay, was insufficient and should be rejected. It is also alleged that he argued the government should apply the 13% increase for the period from April 2022 to March 2025, while continuing negotiations for additional increases from 2025 to 2028. This stance has drawn criticism from some members, who view it as unreasonable, given that the proposed increase is 4 times what was previously offered. Critics pointed out that 4 years ago, under a different administration, the PWA was quick to accept a much smaller increase. Now, despite a significantly better offer, they are urging rejection. Law defended this position, stating that the PWA had sacrificed much in previous negotiations and expects further discussions to address their concerns.
Given that we negotiated fringe benefits for 1 triennium, which is 3 years, there were articles on there that we did not pursue vigorously because we intended to bring it up in the following triennium. Had we negotiated over a 6-year period, we would have stuck and we would have been a little more forceful in some of the articles that we decided to give up to allow the period to continue. And these articles would have come up in the next cycle, which is the next 3-year period.
The ongoing debate highlights tensions within the PWA as it navigates negotiations with the government, revealing differing views among members regarding the best path forward. Chloe Dantes, NBC Prime.